Both okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. How'd that feel?
Good.
Good. A little crazy, huh?
Like it's been there for ages, but I needed that to happen.
Yeah, those ribs were stuck. And how's that feel compared to before?
Yeah, I felt like I had a limit before, and now it's like free.
Yeah, just bend right on over backwards.
Yeah, just like flip over, yeah.
All right, so I was looking at your chart. I saw you're having some neck stiffness, and then you've had kind of a long-standing like SI joint type thing going on.
Yes.
Okay, so talk to me a little bit about it.
So I like did something probably several years ago to where it was like a nagging pain, probably when I was like in PT school, like circa 2014.
Yeah.
So, but it was just an annoyance at that point. So eventually I kind of like got that under control, chiropractic, PT, all the things. And then it was almost like 2 years ago. Literally was not doing anything. I was on vacation. I came back from vacation, and one day I literally just woke up. I was like, wow, my right low back really hurts.
Yeah.
Like more than an annoyance, like I just felt like I needed to be adjusted. Is how I can describe it. Like something was not feeling right.
Yeah.
I did all the same things: chiro, PT, everything, and it honestly just kept getting worse for about 5 months to the point where I like, against my better judgment, like went and got like an MRI, met with the doctor, and they recommended like a rhizotomy. I was like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
So then I was like, okay, back to square one. Sought different providers, chiropractic, PT, got it to where it was so much better. Now it's more of just like this annoyance that I feel sometimes. I do feel like it's kind of probably tied with some other stuff, like inflammation stuff in my body. I've been working with a functional medicine doctor, so I'm like learning about all of that.
Do you notice the pain and stuff fluctuates with your diet or things like that?
I did at first, like ever since I cleaned up kind of mostly gluten, dairy free. I think that has taken a huge part of it away.
Good.
It's still just there, and like after a workout, like I still don't work out like I used to, which is probably like my biggest complaint.
Yeah.
Mostly a little bit, it's like fear-based. It's like I feel like I want to do something.
Because you don't want to mess it up.
Yeah. Which being a PT like goes against everything that I talk about.
It's hard to follow our own advice.
The worst patient, my worst patient. So, and then after a workout, like I am sometimes so sore to where I'm just like, it just doesn't feel, something just doesn't feel right.
Okay.
So.
Most of it's around the right SI joint?
Yes, right SI joint. I used to get like radicular stuff, but it was mostly on the left side.
Okay. Was the pain, when you were having the left-sided radicular symptoms, was the pain still on the right side of your low back?
Yes.
Okay, interesting. Yeah.
Sometimes I'll feel a little bit of something on my left side, but it's literally so brief, and normally I can get that with some stretching and mobility stuff. But yeah, super interesting. I only had a little bit of radicular stuff on my right side when it was like at its peak, but I haven't had that in a while.
Okay. And it's not feeling weak or anything, like neurologically weak?
No, nothing. No, nothing like that.
Yeah. So how would you describe the symptoms in the SI joint? Is it sharp, burning, achy, tired?
Aching, and occasionally a little bit of maybe like a sharp thing, but that's definitely more in the past. So right now it's just like this annoying
kind of constant
just something doesn't quite feel right.
Okay. And then the neck and the upper back, there's just kind of just general stiffness, tightness.
Chest tightness, like all that stuff. Long commute, all of good stuff.
Okay. Well, since you are a PT and you kind of know how all this goes and you've done a very good job of explaining everything, we'll just kind of see how well you're moving.
Okay.
We'll go through and see what's going on and kind of start from there. How long ago was your last adjustment?
Probably sometime over the summer, June, July.
Okay.
I just have a chiropractor back in St. Louis where I'm from.
Oh, okay.
That I see whenever I can go home.
Are you new to the area?
No, I've lived here for several years.
Okay.
But I tried different providers and But my fiance came to see you and he had the best experience with you.
Okay.
So
perfect. Well, excited to help you as well. So,
too.
Okay, so let's do this. Let's just start by looking at the neck and then we'll go everywhere else. So sit up tall for me. You're gonna bring your chin down to your chest as far as you can. Okay, and then look up back to the ceiling as far as you can. Okay, and then look over your right shoulder and your left Okay, not terrible. We're a little reduced in rotation and flexion,
Mm-hmm.
but your extension and everything looks okay. Nothing felt like particularly painful there?
No.
Okay, and let's have you stand up for me. You're gonna reach down, touch your toes as far as you can. Okay, good there. And then come on up and bend backwards into extension and kind of press forward on the SI joint. Okay, nice little self-manipulation there. Was any of that painful or that felt okay?
It felt okay.
Okay. So our range looks good. So that tells me that globally you're fine, but segmentally we gotta see what's going on. So let's do this. Let's have you go face down. Your face will go in the crack.
Okay, turn my shoes on, off.
Makes no difference to me, so you can leave them on. Okay, then you just hang your arms off the sides.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Okay. Now if I press into the SI joint, is that painful?
Not like painful, but I definitely, yeah, it doesn't feel good.
Yeah, it feels quite stuck.
Yeah.
Not as bad as this side.
Mm.
A little bit going on right here. Right up here too.
Oh yeah, my left shoulder blade is kind of a mess.
Yeah, I can feel that. Okay, so I definitely want to get in there. And let's have you lay on your back for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got some upper cervical stuff going on too.
Mm-hmm. Very tender.
Yeah. Okay, so let's start to work through some of this. So
Okay.
I'll have you sit up for me. We're gonna start with some seated upper cervical stuff and then we'll get into the rest of this. So let's see how we're turning from up here. Yeah. That popped already a little bit.
It's ready.
Okay, so we're gonna get in here and start to open some of this up.
Okay.
So my hand's gonna go right here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna turn you a little bit. Good. You're doing okay right there?
Mhm.
Okay, let the shoulder relax. Perfect.
Whoa.
Okay. How do we feel there?
Good.
Feel okay?
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna come to this side.
Okay.
Good. Perfect. Okay. We're gonna rotate a little. There we go.
Oh my gosh. That's wild.
Felt okay?
Yeah.
All right. So now let's get into kind of the rest of this. So that left shoulder blade, we're gonna do next, the ribs in that area.
Okay.
So go ahead and lay on your back for me.
Mm-hmm.
And scoot down just a little from where you are. Perfect. Okay. So for this one, this hand is gonna go on your collarbone.
Okay.
And then this hand, oh, right there, sorry for being picky.
Okay.
This hand's gonna reach down my back as if you're gonna
Okay.
try and grab the top of my pants.
Okay.
So you're kind of just giving me a little hug here.
Okay.
Good. And then relax your whole arm and shoulder blade. Yeah, right in there. Okay. Deep breath in. Out. Loose.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. How'd that feel?
Good.
Good. A little crazy, huh?
Like it's been there for ages, but I needed that to happen.
Yeah, those ribs were stuck.
Yeah.
So, okay. And now we're going to come into the mid-thoracics. Breathe in. Out. Good. Loose shoulders. There we go. Okay. Not too crazy there.
Yeah.
So let's get that SI joint so it's on the right side. So go ahead and lay that way.
Mhm.
Got a little spooky pillow for you here.
Love it. Very fitting.
Try to be a little festive.
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna hit this sacrum here. I'm gonna pull you off that shoulder.
Uh-huh.
This arm's gonna go overhead. Is that okay there?
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna bring your hip forward a bit.
Okay.
Right there. Okay, so yeah. Deep breath in. Out. Good. Perfect. That feel okay for you?
Uh-huh. Yep.
And then let's go to the other side. Okay, bring that bottom hip forward a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. And then we're gonna go this one overhead.
Yep.
And this one right here. Perfect. This one's gonna be more for the lumbar spine.
Okay.
Breathe in. Out. Good. Loose belly. There we go. Okay. And we'll have you lay flat.
Okay.
Doing okay so far?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna get these hips.
Okay.
And let this one go flat. Perfect. Loose. Good. Feels okay?
Yeah.
All right here. Good. Okay.
Cool.
Let's set you up and see how everything feels.
Okay.
And we'll have you repeat a few of those motions. So let's go for your toe touch again.
Mm-hmm.
Good. And then your back bend. Good. And how's that feel compared to before?
Yeah, I felt like I could, had a limit before, and now it's like free.
Yeah.
So
Just bend right on over backwards.
yeah, just like flip over, yeah.
And then let's have you have a seat and let's take a look at your neck. So we'll go chin down to your chest. Good. And then look up to the ceiling. And then over your right shoulder. And over your left. Good. And how's that feel?
Good.
Good.
Like a lot of reduced tension.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the shoulder blade area that was kind of bothering you?
Yeah, it feels way better.
Yeah. That was a huge release through those ribs.
Yeah,
So.
that was crazy.
Yeah. So you just had a couple of those areas that were just really stuck. You know, those joints get bound up.
Yes.
Yeah. The SI joint on the right side, it was probably the worst out of all of them in terms of like its actual ability to move when I'm challenging the joint.
Yeah.
So that might take a little bit of like repeated visits to kind of work on that to really open that up all the way.
Okay.
But everything moved pretty well for us today. So
Okay.
I think that always, like your prognosis is good.
Yeah.
So, and I didn't feel, obviously I don't have x-ray vision, but I didn't feel any crazy like arthritis or degeneration or anything that would give me cause for alarm when it comes to your spine. So
Right.
pretty much all your joints are moving healthy. And so
Yeah.
I think if we could just clean up that SI joint and kind of break you from that pattern,
Yeah.
that you're gonna feel a ton better.
Yeah, and then I
So.
can just kind of supplement it with.
Yeah.
working out.
So usually what I would do for something like this is maybe like once a week for 2 weeks, just so
Okay.
that we can kind of reset that.
Yeah.
And then we'll taper you down to like once or twice a month just for
Okay.
follow-ups depending on how you feel.
Yeah,
So
that sounds great.
sounds good?
Sweet.